What if you gave yourself a shot for just a year? 365 days, you just went all in for that one goal, not knowing the outcome. That's exactly what I'm doing, a 4:30 marathoner diving all in for a year to see how fast I can get in the marathon distance. According to Google, a 4:48 marathon is average for a woman. Where will I be in exactly a year from now? Well, me and you are going to find that out together because I'm going to be documenting the entire process over the course of this entire year on YouTube. So with that, welcome to the Let's Get Faster series. This is actually week 2 of this training block. I used the first week to just shake the cobwebs off, since the weeks after the Chicago Marathon were a lot more traveling than they were running. So yeah, this is week 2, but I am so excited to be training for this race again and to really go at it from a different angle. It holds such a weird significance in my life, being my all-time PR officially. And so I'm just excited to go through the next 10 weeks and to see what I can do. I'm actually here on part of the course today to do my first quality workout back since the Chicago Marathon. This stretch along here is miles 5.8 to miles 7 of the course, and it's really easy to get to other parts of the course on here. So I'm going to be doing a lot of my training runs here, my quality workouts. Today we got 5 by 800 meter repeats at goal pace. So we're easing back into things, nothing too big, but the workouts are going to get longer. And so I'm excited to see the progress over the next 10 weeks, especially as we run on the course. All right, I won't gatekeep anymore. We are doing the Austin International Half Marathon, January 19th, 2025, and we are going for an epic PR. Let's freaking go. 5 by 800 meter repeats, my intervals were between a 3:56 and a 3:58, which is about an 8-minute per mile flat. Lauren, my coach, had me between an 8 and an 8:09 minute per mile for these intervals. So hit it. Still pretty warm in Austin. It is 75 degrees right now, which is way cooler than it was in the summer. But I'm looking forward to those 50-degree temperatures coming soon, because these paces are going to feel really, really good then. But yeah, first quality workout since the Chicago Marathon. Definitely a little hard, but yeah, it went really well. Caitlin was here to film too, which I appreciate. And yeah, gonna keep building these next 10 weeks. And this was, I think, a really good baseline of where we're at and keep growing to. So the Austin International Half Marathon, let's talk about it. This race is formerly known as the 3M Half Marathon. So if at any point in the series I say 3M instead of the Austin International Half, that's why. The entirety of the race's existence, it was the 3M Half Marathon. So just if I say that during the series, that's why. Like I mentioned earlier in the video, this race holds my official half marathon PR of 1:55:54, and I also said it has a really weird significance, and that's because I did this race back in January. That's where I PR'd. I went sub 2 in a race for the first time ever, but I wasn't supposed to do this race. I did the Philadelphia Marathon back in November of 2023, and from November until January, I was just doing like maintenance work. I don't think I was running more than like 20 miles a week, just having fun with it. But in preparation for 70.3 Texas, I had some more structured training coming in. And that Wednesday, week of the race was on Sunday. That Wednesday, I had an 800-meter workout like I had this morning. And my heart rate was just super low and paces felt really, really smooth. And the 3M or Austin International Half Marathon is just like a PR course. And so I was like, you know what? All my friends are doing it. Why don't I just like jump into it, see what happens? I was fully expecting to do like 10-30 minute per mile paces. I did not feel like I was like in shape to PR my half marathon. And so I just hopped into the race. That whole week I felt really, really good. And then come race day, race morning, the first 4 miles, I was holding a sub 9 minute per mile pace. And at that point, I was just like, like this means I'm literally going to blow up. Why am I going this fast? And then I checked my heart rate around the 5K mark and it was 149 beats per minute. And it felt like pretty effortless. And I was just like, oh, okay. Like, so this is working with my body. My legs feel fine. My heart rate feels fine. This effort feels good. And then around mile 6, around where I did the workout this morning, I actually FaceTimed my best friend during the race, and I said to her, I was like, this is what I'm running, this is what it feels like do I keep doing this or do I pull back? And she was like, dude, like you got like 6 more miles left, just rip it, just keep going for it. So that's what I did, and I ended up going sub 2 for the first time ever in a half marathon with a time of 1:55:54. So let's talk about my goal for the Austin International Half Marathon. Like I said, my current PR, which is on this course, is 1:55:54, and my goal is to PR that, go sub 1:55:54. But when I really look at the time goal, what I'm going to be training for, it's a sub 1:50 half marathon, which is an 8:24 minute per mile average pace. But as I get fitter, as we get closer to the race, I will come up with a little bit more of a range that I want to be hitting in, but that is the goal. The goal is to PR, but I'm going to be training for a sub 1:50 half marathon, which sounds like literally super bizarre. Like I mentioned earlier in this video, my goal for this next year is to see how fast I can get in the marathon distance. I just want to, since I'm kind of at like my starting point, I guess, of a 4:30 marathon, I've done that twice now, Philadelphia and the Chicago Marathon, just documenting getting faster in that whole entire process and showing you guys that if you put your mind to something and you go all in for 1 year, what could happen? Like I said in the intro, I don't have the answers. I don't know how fast I'm going to get in a year, but I know that I am going to put in the work and I want to document it. And with that, being very strategic, not just doing 5 marathons in 1 year, because that's a one-way ticket to burnout, being a little strategic in how we do it. I'm working with a coach, my friend Lauren. She is amazing. She coached me towards the Philadelphia Marathon, not half marathon. And so this is all part of preparation for a spring marathon, which is the Jersey City Marathon. So you got 2 race announcements in one video. But the Austin International Half Marathon is in prep for the Jersey City Marathon in April. It's fun. It's all fun. It's all meant to be fun. And that's the thing I want to get across through this series. I'm sure, even the beginning, the cinematic intense shots and all that, but it really is all for fun. And that's what I'm here to do, is just to, I'm very passionate about running, very passionate about creating, and just having a really fun time with it. So, I hope you guys enjoy. I challenge you to come up with a goal for the next year to go all in on and to go pursue it, and me and you do it together. But like I said, really, really excited for this new YouTube series. It's going to be a lot of fun. Comment down below if you are training for a race, either end of 2024 or beginning of 2025. I want to know. And if you're running the Austin International Half Marathon, let me know so we can link up. But hope you guys enjoy the rest of the series. I'm super, super excited, and I'm very, very grateful for each and every one of you watching. So 10 miles this morning, done on the treadmill, average pace 10:36 minute per mile. The run was primarily aerobic, and so average heart rate was 148 beats per minute, but there were 3 miles of quality work in there. So at race pace, which right now is an 8:24 minute per mile average, but that concludes this week's training. It was 27 miles on the week. So like I said, I think earlier in the video, first 2 weeks, lower volume, we'll be back in the 30s next week, but that concludes episode 1. That's all I gotta say. I'll see you guys in the next video.